Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. Saturday, 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 Saturday. I welcome all of you, the angels, the guides, my guides and angels, any ancestors that want to come through. You're welcome as long as they're from the white light. I'm trying not to drink too hot. Okay. So, 1st of November, my goodness. Full moon's coming. Full moon. So, tonight, anybody who's trying to make some decisions right now regarding a project, a job, a relationship, anything that you want to start, just think very carefully about the situation. If there's a situation that's happening and you're not sure what to do, again, gather all the information, but think very carefully before making a decision. Destiny's at hand. They're telling me right now there's very little free will. Whatever's going on, it's written in stone. So there's things that you may not like that's happening, but you just got to wait patiently, sit back, just wait till it passes over. You'll be able to, probably in your own way say, okay, I want to do this, but right now it doesn't matter what you think about what you want to do. It's some things are just not going to happen. It's when destiny's at hand, there's nothing you can do but kind of wait it out. If you ask yourself a question about relationship, if you ask yourself a question about new ventures and that, it's not the right time. The timing is a little off. Watch around. We just had a Halloween yesterday, and the full moon's November 5th. Watch around that time. There's maybe you've made appointments. You've had maybe events planned. There's probably going to be postponements, cancellation, schedule changes. It's happening quite a bit in the next. I'm getting somebody tapping me here. The next, I say 5 days, full moon's going to have an effect on it. And that's November 5th, I believe. I believe full moon's November 5th. So even a few days after. Pardon me. So, yeah, watch for that. Oh, your dog has her head on your... Yeah, mine just looked at me like, what are you planning to do? I said, I'm going downstairs. You're going to go lay down with Daddy. So she's going to lay down. Yeah, there's a lot of delays. Yeah, and schedule changes. Oh, my God. My husband, and to think about that, he told me it was this morning, they changed the schedule. Then they changed it again. And then they changed it again. It's like, yep. It's crazy. So many delays. Yeah. I'm better today. Yesterday, my head was just so bad. Had my molar on my top left of my mouth removed. It had been giving me problems. 7 months ago, it started giving me problems. I went to the dentist. Then it got better. And I said, well, eventually it's going to have to come out. And he said, they agreed. And then a couple of weeks ago, it was starting to hurt. I went to see them. They gave me antibiotics because I had an abscess. And I was worried that maybe it wouldn't freeze when I went in on Thursday, but it did. Pull that out. So Thursday wasn't too bad. I was taking, freezing on and off for 20 minutes and taking Advil. But Friday, I woke up with a headache at 4 o'clock, and it was hard to get rid of the headache. And I think it's because I ate a lot of, the puddings, the frozen yogurt, jellos. I'm not used to eating that much. I eat chocolate, but I think it was a lot of sweets. And I was missing protein. I can't eat, for 2 days, soft food only. Today I ate a little bit better, but maybe tomorrow I'll try some beef because I need the protein. Protein shakes, stuff like that. Don't do it for me. I need the actual meat. But thanks for asking. Oh no, yeah, the dentist. It was my first time going to this dentist, and I called on Monday because he was away. They had booked me for November 13th. I called and I said, "Listen, this needs to be taken out like now." So they booked me for Thursday, and I said, "Whatever dentist that you have, because if you can't, I'll go somewhere else." And she says, "No, he's back. He had to go out of the country. His father wasn't doing well." So, but he was back. So I said, "Well, you were supposed to call me." But anyways, he took care of it. I should have done that a long time ago. I've been suffering for a while. I don't like the dentist. I hate going to the dentist. Yeah. This is like, well, you never know, right? I mean, I think one time I was in my 30s or 40s. I saw a dentist and he kept my mouth open too long. I couldn't even open it. I couldn't barely put a straw in for a couple of weeks. And I used to work as a customer service on the phones. I couldn't barely speak. I couldn't eat. For a couple of weeks, he gave me some muscle relaxant. Well, I can't function if I take that. I'm like, you can't talk, you can't focus. You're like so relaxed. I'm like, I can't do this. And I'm worried that it happens again. He was going to do a filling. I'm like, no, just pull the teeth. 4 weeks, I'll come back. You can do fillings. I not keep my mouth open too long. Don't get lockjaw. Yeah, I know, me too. When they take a little x-ray, well, they had to take another x-ray, when I went last week. And I'm gagging. I'm trying not to. The key is to try to put your tongue to the top and hold it there. And I tell her, use the small, small things because I gag. And now I could feel the sutures that he did. And one is on kind of this side and I feel it near my tongue. And the other one's touching my cheek. But I think there's three there. I know there's two. I think I lost count. I think there's three. And they're gonna dissolve. But in the meantime, I feel like I got a little something near my, where I swallow. So I was like, oh, the fun time. So, yeah. I saw a few kids yesterday. We had more kids than we had in several years. And for many years, I wasn't here Halloween. But I was able to go upstairs to see a few kids. Probably had about 40, 50 kids. So it was fun. Yeah, it was due. Like I had so much pain there. I thought, and then with the gagging because I had an abscess, I had a bump, and then my tooth I guess chipped it, and the pointy tooth was cutting into my cheek. So it was getting, rinsing and stuff like that. And I was like, well, okay, I must have chipped it at one point, maybe flossing. Yeah. So I have to come out. Enough of that. Yeah. You jump with that pain. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's this. Yeah, the little, what do you call it? I forget what it's called. Yeah, they touch that. I'm like, that's one way. You had all your teeth out. Yeah. We cater to cowards. Yeah. Oh. Is that the back door? Oh God. Yeah. Well, I was overwhelmed the first time I saw this particular dentist because mine retired. And so you need this, you need cleaning, you need that. And I'm like, wait a minute, why do you want to do this? There's no problem there. So, anyways, and the assistant, I didn't get a good vibe from her. So the dentist, I got a good vibe, but the assistant, he's got a particular assistant. But when I went back, and then another dentist had to look at my teeth, I talked to her and everything, and it was okay. But the first time, I couldn't, she had her kind of face covered, and couldn't tell if she was friendly or she was nice, or I don't know, maybe it was a bad day. And I thought, oh, should I go to him? Should I get another dentist? But I went back and talked with her, and then it was good. So they took care of me. They took my blood pressure. And I said, this is the first time a dentist office takes my blood pressure. They don't have issues. So it was high. It was real high. I said, well, I'm a little nervous, but yeah. Then my sister asked me how high it was, and I told her, she says, I'm surprised they didn't call an ambulance, sent you to the hospital. I'm like, well, I told them it took a little bit of a pill to bring it down. I think I just saw an orb. But and then I know I took some more just before I left there, and it was fine. Yeah. Well, he had told me last time he saw me, get your blood pressure under control, come back, and then we'll pull your tooth. He says, you sound like my mom. My mom takes it only when her blood pressure is high. You should be taking a little bit every day. Yeah, I got to behave. When I was doing carnivore, my blood pressure was fine. I started eating the sweets again since probably Easter or maybe before, but and I got to go back to eating what I was eating. So, all right, people. I had a root canal, yeah, implants, yeah, or surgery, yeah. Yeah, I think they'd have to put me out to do oral implants for sure, you know. Because I said to him, if the infection's still in there, you won't be able to freeze it. And if you can't freeze it, you're not pulling it out. You're going to put me out. But no, he was good. What cost syndrome? What? Oh, white coat syndrome. Well, I never had that problem. So, I don't know. I think they called me. I did my live in my video in the morning. And they called me, can you come in a bit earlier? And I said, well, I can leave now. So that's why I only had I think they're short. Or I only did the one video and then I went in. I think I did the other one in the afternoon. No, I didn't do that one Thursday. So anyways, so kind of, drove over there and trying to, everything, the traffic, and it was raining. But I think it's just a combination of things, So, all right, let's pull some cards. Okay, this one is for everybody who's listening. I've got the Empress, Archangel Gabriel. I pulled her from the my other angel messages this morning, and Archangel Gabriel came up again right now, the Empress. And another thing too, today, I was doing something earlier in the kitchen. I looked at the clock time on the microwave, 444. So I saw that a couple of times today. They really want to push the message through. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. That's pretty cool. You don't like doctors either? No, I think the best time to go to a hospital is when you need it. Otherwise, or go to a doctor when you need one. Don't have to go that all the time. They find problems. Or they give you something and then you have other problems because of what they give you. They're there when you need them. So the Empress, number 3. So that's for everybody listening. And Archangel Gabriel made it clear this morning. She says, have the confidence, ask her for help. She's here to help you. And, I've got on the wrong page here. I was going to say, what? So the Empress says, your creativity and hard work are bringing you great rewards, according to this card. Anyways, you have the Midas touch right now. So anything you nurture and give your loving attention to will flourish. Marriage, children, issues involving motherhood and creativity are positively affected now. So whether you're trying to give birth to a child or nurture life into plants or pets or help a new project or business grow, the creative endeavors will be successful. Right? Don't push things along. Enjoy beautiful things in life, knowing that you deserve to be wonderfully provided for. Take excellent care of your body with massage. Yes, I'm due for one. Yoga, or anything that makes you feel healthy, vibrant, and luxurious. So abundance, spending time alone in nature, indulging in creative and artistic projects. Whatever you like, coloring, crocheting, knitting, painting. Loving and nurturing yourself or others, a time of excellent emotional or physical health. So physical health is improving. Yeah, now my tooth is out. Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel, is the messenger angel who guides and supports expectant and adoptive parents, as well as those involved in newborn creative projects. Call upon Gabriel to inspire creative ideas and give you the courage and opportunities to express them. Yeah, anybody involved with newborns. Interesting, because I just had a message asking me about if I do something like for newborns, like a blessing, or and I do. So interesting, this card came up. It didn't say that in the messages this morning because the messages from your angels don't have that in there. But interesting, right? Acknowledgement for sure, validation. Okay, very nice card. All right, who do I have? I wrote some names, you guys. Jenny Berlin. Let's pull a card for you, Jenny. I had yesterday, I was sitting there and somebody was talking about a Nancy, and I know a Nancy I haven't heard from in a long time, but I think this person is passed, and either her name is Nancy or talking to somebody who knows a Nancy. She was talking about, oh, she showed me like a cross in a very old book that's kind of leather bound and almost like a journal, or it could be, I don't know, could book a shadow or something. And it looked to me like she was, I don't know if she was religious all her life, but I think she was raised religious and then maybe later on kind of changed. So an example would be if she was raised Catholic, but later she changed to Greek Orthodox. It was still religious, still a religion, but maybe a little different. Anyway, she came through. Your Aunt Nancy, okay? She came through and she wasn't talking much. She was showing me a lot of pictures, and I said, "Were you okay before you passed?" And she had trouble speaking. Um, what else was she? I'm trying to remember now because it was yesterday, and I'm like, well, I hope I remember for today. Actually, yeah, yesterday, the day before. What else was she showing me? She had shown me a page number, and I can't. I should have wrote it down. Yeah. Yeah, your mom's still living. So it could be Jenny Alzheimer's, your aunt. It could be Jenny, yeah. And Care Bear, your mom name was Nancy. So it could be a message for you both. But whatever she's doing on the other side, she's still kind of, she's following her path, basically. Okay. She's following her path. There's a lot of peace, serenity around her, and a very strong inner knowing. It's like she knew this all along inside. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, your mom's still living. No, this is definitely either her name was Nancy that passed, or she's talking about somebody named Nancy, and that's the message. She didn't give me any other names or initials. I asked her like how she passed. She wasn't showing me much of this. I From what I felt she was showing me, it was a peaceful, but she couldn't. At the end, she's like she couldn't communicate. She had difficulty, and now unless I get into with her a little longer, try to get more information, because if they couldn't speak before they passed, that's what they come through again, and they need to rebuild the energy. Doesn't matter how long they passed to be able to communicate. So, but she was showing all these pictures. So I don't know. Just gonna, you know, died at home quietly. It could be. It could be for you for sure. Yeah, Jenny Berlin. Yeah, spiritual. Yeah, yeah, because she was. Yeah, I mean, it was a very lovely book, but I know it was kind of leather bound and remind me either a journal or some kind of like a book shadow, very spiritual. Well, that's for you, Jenny. All right. The card for you, Jenny, is Archangel Zadkiel. This is for Jenny Berlin. So the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. balance. Archangel Zadkiel. You have the leather bound journal. Yeah, it's really lovely. I've always wanted one, and I haven't bought one, but I've always wanted. It's really nice, very nice. Well, she's still following that path quietly. So, she lives a life of peace, that's for sure. It's on Amazon. I've seen some, yeah. Yeah, so that's good. I'll leave that with you, Jenny. If she says something else, today, then I'll share it. But yeah. All right. What a good memory to keep. Her leather bound journal. That's amazing. So, Jenny, the angels are cautioning against making impulsive decisions or move right now, and that's what I said at the beginning. Some of the decisions you're trying to make, or anybody's trying to make something, think very carefully about taking action. Okay. Take the path of moderation and balance in this situation. You'll experience better results by reevaluating your current circumstances and changing your approach. Because if you acted impulsively in the past, you can heal and rectify things. But if you're considering making dramatic life changes, then this card asks you to approach those changes slowly and methodically. So the card encourages you to cooperate with others and to see some things from their point of view. Compassion and kindness are keys to successfully manifesting your dreams. So forgiveness also brings healing, which allows new beginning. So keep a moderate pace, finding the balance between action and contemplation. Wait for better timing. Archangel Zadkiel helps you remember who you are in terms of your true spiritual heritage as a child of God, and call upon Zadkiel to increase your self-esteem and feelings of self-worth and deservedness. That is so, spiritual heritage. And your aunt came through. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yep. It's for Jenny Berlin. Care Bear. A card for you. Care Bear. What do we have here? Two of air. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. A stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Well, sometimes when we pretend there is no problem, they don't necessarily go away. It depends. It depends what kind of problems are going on. But sometimes it's just, you just have to kind of wait it out until you can think clear, then make a decision. But the decision won't be made for you. You still, even if you call on your angels, they'll guide you a little bit. You still have to do the decision. It says here, if you have a conflicting emotions or thoughts about which way to move, go left, go right, right? You're trying to avoid making it a choice, but intuitively you know what to do. You're afraid to act and are at an impasse. Have faith in your own wisdom and move forth. The stalemate between parties. Compromise is called for. Find an impartial mediator to forge a resolution. When we overanalyze things, and a lot of people do, I overanalyze things, and if you pretend there is no problem, self-doubt gets in. You know what to do, but then you've got your ego saying one thing, and then it's all a mess, right? So the two of us basically telling you, have faith in your own wisdom. Have faith. Take a step forth. Because if you don't, you're going to stay stuck where you are, right? Some decisions are better than no decision sometimes. So, all right, Lauren. Oh, you're welcome, Care Bear. Yeah, there's another Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, there's Jen 56, Jen Berlin. There's another Jenny. Now there's Jennifer. Well, hi, Jennifer. Quite a few Jennifers. Okay, this is for Lauren. The lovers decisions. Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions and good health. The lovers represent sometimes good partnerships. You may meet somebody, not necessarily always a loving, but it could be a partnership. Decisions, because number 6 sometimes is about decisions as well. It is also if you happen to meet somebody new, then that relationship that's on your mind, it could be significant. It could maybe lead to something else, depending on if I do a full reading, it may lead to more. But just a card just out of the blue just basically says you may have met someone who you can possibly be intimate with. Communication is key, okay? Um, you can safely share your feelings with someone close to you. And it's also an important time to make a decision about your life. Um, the conclusions you reach now greatly influences your future. So it's important to weigh your options carefully, like I said at the beginning. Think things through, right? Take your time. There's no need to jump and act right now. Um, the need for balance, again, a return to good health, marriage and weddings, it's always a possibility, right? Archangel Raphael, in addition to being the angel of health, because he's the healer, and traveling, you know, is the patron of soulmates. And we have more than one soulmate. Sometimes we're lucky to have met one soulmate, but sometimes we can meet more than one in our lifetime. Archangel Raphael can help with significant relationships, including those of romance, friendships, business, family. He can also help manifest the soulmate partnership in your dreams. So if you're looking for a soulmate, ask Archangel Raphael to assist, to help you find the right person. And if you're with someone, ask if he's the right person for you. Or if you're a man, ask if she's the right person for you. You know what I mean? But you can ask, just keep asking. You're welcome, Lauren. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. You're your own soulmate, Phoenix. Yeah, way to go. An orb? Okay, I didn't see that one. All right. So this is okay. D is listening. Let's see what we have for you, D. Ace of Water. Falling in love or the resurgence of our relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. D, don't move. I'm sure one day you may have, the option of having a bigger place. You never know. So the Ace of Water for you, D. It's a wonderful new person is coming into your life. Well, we all know that, right? This could involve a budding romantic relationship or renewed romance with your current one. Positive emotions such as joy, pleasure, and happiness are likely. You may find yourself falling in love. I laugh because I know Dee, and we talked. Your psychic abilities, especially clairsentience, which is intuitive feelings, take flight at this time. Spiritual growth accompanies the rich emotional experience you're having right now. True friendship, soulmates, compassion and kindness, a new home. That's a good card. I'm sure I'm going to hear about this, or I'm going to question. Okay, Lynn. Hey, Lynn, where are you? Are you listening? You didn't sign in? Yeah, Dee watches from the TV, so she can't sign in that TV. So. Lynn, I have Lynn, and then we'll do Francis, and Jen 56, Abundance, and then Jennifer. Hey, there you are, Lynn. Hey. Did you hear the card for Dee? I'm sure Dee's got a big smile all the way up to here right now. All right. Lynn, strength. Woo, Archangel Ariel. We have a lot of archangels coming out. Remember last week we had a lot of them? Tonight we do too. So, strength, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Wow. Well, I know Lynn is very spiritual. There's no judgments. Um, it says this card comes to you because you need to know that you're stronger than you realize. You can definitely handle your current situation. However, instead of powering it through it, you're better off with an approach of compassion, kindness, and gentleness. I know, Lynn, you want to go, full speed, but slow down. The strength that this situation calls for comes from the softness of a spiritual core. So your strength and effectiveness increase as you believe in yourself and your ability to grow from the experience you've had in your life. Look upon those challenges as opportunities to learn and apply your knowledge and a magical touch. So this card is all about, patience, forgiveness, the courage of your convictions, using honey instead of vinegar. Archangel Ariel is the angel of the spirit of nature because Ariel is so close to the earth. She helps with day-to-day material needs of home, food, clothing, and so forth. Call upon Archangel Ariel for strength and support if you're worried about finances or desperate time. I don't call on Archangel Ariel. Sorry, they've got Uriel here. Ariel very often. Uriel, yes, but Ariel, and she's a wonderful, wonderful angel to call on. Good card. Awesome, Francis. Yes, I do have a nice little group of all these beautiful souls that check me out every Saturday and every day when I put up my shorts and the longer videos. Well, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, everyone. I hadn't posted just a regular post for a while. I think YouTube changed a few things, so I was able to now they call it post community. I don't know. I said okay, so I posted something. So, Francis, what do we have for you, my dear? Four of air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. I have free meditations on my website there, on my YouTube channel, not website. Check it out. I will do more. And under prayers, I put, I think one is a poem actually, but I'm going to do more. I couldn't do much past few days. My mouth had to heal, but I will be putting more. And one of my friend's son, I spoke to him yesterday. He started a YouTube channel where he says, I think it's a prayer, and then he explains what each phrase, what it means. I checked him out. I listened to him for a little bit. I'm going to check him out some more. But he's very spiritual. He's young, but he's spiritual and he's very, very wise for his age. That's for sure. I always knew this before he was born. But my friends, we've been friends for many years. Before she got pregnant, before she got married. So, anyways, well, I'll check it out a little more, and then next time I'll put the link to his YouTube if you want to check it out. Okay, so this is for Francis. Retreat from the world and any stress or concerns. You gotta, shut it down. I haven't been on Facebook as much. I mean, I don't have, TV per se. Don't have Netflix, YouTube, pretty much. Put the TV on for the animals mostly. It's good to know what's going on in the world, but not be dragged down by it. You know what I mean? Like know what's going on, but not be sucked into the vortex of negativity and fake news and stuff like that. If you haven't been feeling well, and I know that you're going through something, focus upon healing and don't rush back into action. Okay, take time. You need some time alone, and the situation requires significant reflection on your part. And meditation may provide answers you seek. Meditation can be as simple as just sitting there in quiet and just focus on breathing in and out, in and out. Nothing else. Nothing is asked of you. Um, and maybe something like that, when you quiet your mind completely, sometimes you may get an answer to what you're looking for. So, especially if you're exhausted, sometimes if I didn't get a lot of sleep, I'll meditate for 15, 20 minutes and it recharges me. Sometimes meditate longer. I like the longer ones, but the need to get more sleep, allowing more time before making a choice, the end of a stressful period, feeling mentally exhausted. So we've got to take care of you, Francis. Okay? Got to take care of you. Gen 56. Gen 56. Yeah, our Eastern Standard, our daily light savings time, and tonight after midnight into Sunday morning, our time goes back. Goes back an hour. The fall back. I wish it would just leave the time alone. Poor people. I mean, I don't mind sometimes getting that hour extra. Great, but in the spring when I lose that hour, I'm not a happy camper. I want more time. But they should leave it alone. You're welcome, Francis. You too, yeah. The time's going to reverse again. I like to do it before I go to bed because Sunday morning, if I don't do it at night, I forget. I remember back in the day when we'd get up and go to church with the kids, and it was like, oh man, we're a little late. It started an hour ago in the spring. Gen 56, another archangel. This is 2 Saturdays in a row. All the archangels are coming forth. The wheel, Archangel Michael. I talk to him a lot. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Wow. Archangel Michael. Strong, very powerful guy. So the angels sent you this card because of positive changes occurring in your life. Expect and enjoy new opportunities as they present themselves. It's an optimal time to make big and small changes. Take the leap with the knowledge that everything will work out. It will work out well for you, okay? Old blocks are finally lifting. Nice. Everything now moves forward quickly. If recent events shook your faith, you'll now see how they were actually positive for you. Rapid advancement is likely now. And I see that when I do a tarot card reading for someone, I'll say, you know, this may not look good, but it's for your own good. So sometimes, the tower comes and just wipes the slate clean in your life. And you're like, oh, why did this happen to me? But then you realize later on, like, wow, it made room for something even better, right? So good luck, a happy accident, a balanced karma, a miracle, a twist of fate and destiny. And that's what I said from get-go when I first started, that my guys were telling me it's destiny, it's fate. There's certain things we have no free will whatsoever. It's like written in stone. So Archangel Michael's here to confirm what I said. Archangel Michael is the supreme protecting angel who walks beside you through changes, giving you courage, strength, and self-confidence. Call upon him whenever you need. Anything specific, go ahead. What's my next step? Ask him. Especially if it's connected to your life purpose or your spiritual path, he'll make it that very clear. And if you don't understand how they're guiding you, ask them again. Ask them again. They don't mind. You can ask them 100 times. If you forget, they don't mind. They like helping you. Ishar, yeah, I'll put you on the list. All right, so we have abundance. Hi, Pauline. Are you still here? Okay, Pauline. Let's pull a card for Pauline. Uh, Everyone that lives around here, around Oshawa, Whitby, Greater GTA, Abundance Essential Stores is having 25% off a lot of things, beautiful crystals, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. Check it out. It's right off of Highway 2 and Hickory, and there's lots of parking in the back. It's wheelchair friendly. Beautiful store, lots of stuff. You'll find something. She's got some clothing, t-shirts, some books, some decks. You had some decks on sale. She had some decks that had previously opened, maybe to look at, get people to look at. They're, I think, like half price or something. I know it's 33 now. Whoa, 33%. My goodness, I gotta make my way out there. I've got, but it's always nice to have something else. Oh, I love the t-shirt you put on. It was a white t-shirt with a skull. I should go and get that for my daughter. She loves skulls, and I should get that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 400 there. Dundas 3Ds and Woodby. Yeah, really, really nice. You got to check it out. Her store, you'll find something. There's something for everybody. It's a wonderful store. The energy is really nice. So check it out if you can. All right, Pauline, let's pull a card for you. The Hermit, another archangel, Archangel Raziel. Another archangel. Wow. Spend time in quiet meditation and spiritual teaching and self-discovery. The Hermit. So the Hermit, sometimes, yes, we like to withdraw, into our little home or little niche. But sometimes you also have to explore and get out a little bit more. You can't spend the whole time being a hermit. But the card signals that you'd benefit from spending time alone, listening to your own inner voice, meditation. As meditation is the path to enlightenment. It's an inner journey. So you can be silent and experience the joy that comes from seeking the truth of your own heart. I know you work all the time, and you may need that extra little bit of time for you, right? Okay. Learn to feel comfortable in your own company. After all, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Okay. The card also signifies spiritual teaching, so it can mean that you have wisdom to impart. It's time for you to find a spiritual teacher. Sharing wisdom is part of your spiritual journey, especially right now. Right? So, good advice, right? Finding or becoming a mentor, spiritual self-discovery, reevaluation of plans, and go on a spiritual quest. Now, this Archangel Raziel offers sage advice to spiritual seekers, including guidance about esoteric concepts, interpretation, and or sleeping dreams and past life memories. Call upon Archangel Raziel to help you find the richness that comes from meditation and spending time alone in contemplation. Yeah. You had two fingers showing. I don't know what that is. Fingers showing. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's look for Jennifer. A card for Jennifer. All right, Jennifer. Pull a card for Jennifer. Jennifer is the new person here, and she's got the 8 of Earth. 8 of Earth. Skilled, worked, is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. Now, going back to school doesn't necessarily mean physically going back to school. Sometimes it could be courses online, could be workshops. I mean, it's, or definitely could be going back to higher learning, right? So the 8 of Earth. Your heart is in your work or your studies. You've committed to learning about your career, vocations, or projects. You're definitely on the right track. Your dedication, skills, and talents are appreciated, and it will soon be rewarded. Still, there's more to learn. Consider taking classes related to your interest or profession. A serious commitment to study or research is now called for. It may be time to go back to school, but like I said, school could be a workshop, it could be, you know, something that you're interested in, or just upgrading your skills to something. Could be many things. Could be apprenticeship, craftsmanship, attention to details. Now, another additional meaning to the cards is diligence, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Phoenix, I don't have you here. Let me put you here, Phoenix. Because I put the names of the people when I start, I just look and I write down everybody's names, but then I didn't do yours, I'm doing yours now. Hey, Taranya, hello. It's been a while. Yes, I am doing the individual. Haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome. Another orb. You see that? Just went kind of down. The other day I'm in the kitchen. I don't know if I told you this. I think it was happened before the last Saturday, or maybe it was after. I'm in the kitchen just near my stove, and all of a sudden I see a spider, like right in front of me. And I'm like, what the heck? So I look up and he had a spider web. I'm like, oh, bless you, but, get out of my kitchen. It was a little blondie spider. Thank God it wasn't a big black one. I would have been like, Rob, especially if my husband's here, come take care of this. Some spiders freak me out, and others are not bad. I don't know what it is. And it depends when they come. If what I'm doing at the time, right? It's pretty cool. Okay. Nice to be back. Yes, thank you. I was wondering what happened. Hope everything's well. Confirmation, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, well, that's good. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, Phoenix, let's pull a card for you. Phoenix Rising. Yeah, I don't usually look at what I'm doing for what's being said there, but I try to, because I notice more people are coming, so I need to write their names. I forgot to write yours. 6 of Fire. Phoenix Rising. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. That is awesome. And I opened it up. It was six of air, but it's 6 of fire. That is awesome. You've been doing a lot of knitting, crocheting. I forget what you do, but you've been pretty busy from the sounds of it, I think. Cool, but not black orbs. Scary. No, black orbs are not scary. They're not evil. No. Okay. 6 of fire. Bravo. This is a time of great achievement and success. People think highly of you. I know I do. I think you're amazing. And your reputation is excellent. You've made good decisions and worked hard. There may be some sort of public acknowledgement of your contributions, or you may be given an award for your achievements. Good news is on its way. It could be a promotion or a new job offer. Some kind of award, I think. Victory, feeling good about yourself and good fortune. Wow. Awesome. Crocheting, yeah, that's what I saw that's right. I've done first for, I saw that. I did go on Facebook, I think, was it Thursday for a little while, and I saw something. Nice, very nice. You've done 4. Oh, you're working hard. You're welcome, Jenny. Very nice. Taranya, let's me pull a card. Yes, Phoenix is very talented, for sure. Okay, Phoenix. So, Taranya, let's pull a card for you. The 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. 10 of Earth. Okay. Had a lot of fire come up tonight, fire and some air, but I didn't have too much, and water. 2 cards of Earth. It's time for the Earth cards to pull. So abundance and financial security are at hand. You've established a lasting foundation of success in business. With this success come feelings of freedom, material comfort, satisfaction in your own accomplishments, and the capacity to enjoy yourself are now or will soon be yours. It's important to appreciate the little things in life. I always say people that are very successful, it's nice to know some of them are still kind of grounded, down to earth. That's the most important thing. And you just it keeps getting better. Your family life is strong, secure, peaceful. You may include your blood relatives, a chosen family, and this may include that, or a community of people to whom you strongly relate. You draw great comfort from those around you and know that you've been extremely blessed. Hope that's good. Nice. Very, very nice. Very nice card. Shar. I wrote the name Shar. Shar. Pulling the card for you. And sometimes I may miss a name. I have a little bit of cataracts going on, so I have to look at someone. Go to see someone next year for that. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad you like that, Taranya. Awesome. You're welcome. Nice card tonight. There's always nice cards. Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. Yeah, you can. My email is there. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. So this is for Shar, Knight of Earth. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Don't you say that? Get her done. Get her done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. This is for Shar. So, Shar, you're saying that stuff. You got to do it. Got to do it. Just do it. Like Nike? Just do it. The Nike commercial. All right. Where are you? Air, earth. There we go. Okay. So night, a lot of times night can represent a younger person. Sometimes if it's a situation, then it just basically says it's time to get things done, right? Leave the planning stage behind and take action. Honor your promises and commitments. Attend to the details and be thorough. Now, if it represents a person, someone you can expect to be loyal, dedicated, and dependable. A well-trained person who does an excellent job over time. A nature and animal lover who may be a vegetarian. Detail on oriented, diligent, thoughtful, and honorable and kind. Now, you can meet someone like that, or you can develop some of those talents. It's not talents, but characters. Develop that in yourself. So, renewed motivation, increased abundance, business travel, and a guardian angel. Nice. Get her done. I used to watch this guy. Oh, what's his name? He used to say that all the time, and I think he had a buckle. He said, "Get her done, get her done." He had a nice accent. He played like kind of the cowboy, kind of cattle person. He was, but he's very intelligent, and I can't remember his name. You're welcome. You're welcome, Shar. Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. And he was funny. He's a bit of a comedian. I saw some skits from him. It's pretty funny. Now, let me pull a card from the Path of the Soul for everyone. I'll put one card because we're almost running out of time. I'll pull one card for everybody. Path of the Soul. They're destiny cards. Beautiful, beautiful artwork on this. Yeah, that's right. He did. And I remember one time he went, oh, the cauldron cup. Oh, my little cauldron. Yeah. bought this a long time ago. It's got a little, and if you, it was hot, the dragon changes colors. And this side, I ordered that online. It's not Amazon. I ordered, I don't know. I forget where. I had it for a while. They have different models. I love my dragon cup. Okay. Yeah, what was it? Oh, Larry the Cable Guy. Yes, he was cool. I loved his accent. I just thought he was the coolest. When he went to a ranch, and I guess they had to examine this. I don't think it was a horse. I don't think it was a cow. His eyes got really big because they were saying, "Well, you got to wear, gloves. You got to put your arm in to, the whole arm length." And he was like, "What?" It was hilarious. I don't see him anymore. I wish he was on YouTube. I should maybe Google, find out if he is. He was funny. Larry the Cable Guy. Very smart. He's a very intelligent man. All right, everybody. I was gonna pull divide somewhere else, but this one came out. Ooh, I don't play enough of these cards to remember what it is, but I think this is the eagle. Yeah, it is. It is the eagle. Egyptian eagle. That's the path of the soul. To release all your past ideals that no longer serves you, especially on the next full moon on November 5th. Send everything that doesn't serve you, just release everything. If you have been doing inner work, this card represents its completion and a shift into the new. And if you're just beginning, this card represents that it is time to begin your inner work. And as we make these great life shifts, those who were once close seem to drift away. I've noticed that. I don't know if you have, but if you have, yeah, that's why. Take time to thank them for the lessons you have shared. If you can't thank them in person, thank them telepathically. Egyptian eagle offers higher perspective and viewpoint. So sometimes you meet some people in your life, and as we all grow at different pace, and sometimes it's just the vibrations are different. You've learned the lessons you learned. You needed to with that person. Now you're moving on, right? Our circle may change, and sometimes you're friends with somebody, don't speak for a long time, then you come back into your circle, and vice versa, right? Long-term friends. But we're all here. We're all part of the big one consciousness, and yeah. You like this card? Nice. Nice. Cool. Larry the Cable Guy. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, next Saturday. And remember, release. Ask your angels. Say, your spirit guide, your guardian angel. Say, help me release what no longer serves me. And they will. All right. Thank you again so much for watching, joining me tonight. Bless you all. See you next Saturday. Same time, same place. Good night. Namaste.